Alright, well, YouTube, Roger here with another damn video. I hope this don't screw up like the last one. 3. Been doing some videos on some phones around here. Supposedly, these damn phones don't like lasting over some minutes. Go figure, I go buy, I get a new phone. That don't even have much freaking data. Something peeing me off. Anyways, before I get any longer in the video and it shuts off again. They added, teach people how to fix a phone. Now, they're not all the same, but if you happen to want to get an LG Stylo 2, I can show you how to fix it. Which is not a bad phone so far that I've been using it. I had to swap everything over it though, and I'm finally just now in a couple days getting everything organized on it, but yeah, still more aggravation. I can't wait to get my night vision camera. I have lots of video and storage. But anyways, how to fix a broken screen. Due to my 2 sons, older sons, liking to bust their phones. Sure, everybody has that problem of busting phones. But yet, kids these days require phones in school, and you know, it's a bunch of hocus shit. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna get this going here, and I have to use this phone. This is my old phone for some, just to use for demonstration, because this phone actually cut me off the other day, and I had all the memory erased on it as much as I could, and it still wouldn't do a video. That's pretty much why I got rid of this phone, because it's only like 8 gigabytes, and it's ridiculous. It gets old after doing so many videos, and you gotta wrap everything up in a small amount of time. Anyways, when you start off taking this, you gotta take your battery out. You gotta take these 2 cards out. You got 10 screws on this. I don't know how many are here. I'm not gonna count them, but you can take a diaphragm of it and see that there's a lot of screws on it. This thing actually comes off in one whole piece by itself. And when you go to pick, you gotta make sure you have the proper tools if you want to happen to do your own phone work. Just in case you got kids like mine, or just in case you yourself, you know, happen to drop phones often, which ain't too bad to fix. It's just, yeah, the money you gotta put into it. But where these phones are like $120 now because they're out of style, because they got the LG Stylo 3. Yeah, that's right. Always updating more phones. I mean, the screens I got for these, which is the digitizer and this one together. You can't see it, and I'm not going to take it off right now. But I mean, what you have to do with that is you see this little black lip here. There's a ridge. Very, you know, small ridge. And as you can see why these phones break, because how damn friggin' skinny they are. And they all, you know, the phone companies always make them skinnier to break, so you go buy more. But when you can't do that, you want to make sure you also have one of these. Nice heat gun. But this one's a monster. You want a small one. Like I say, if you do happen to get into this phone repair business, they do have smaller ones on eBay that you can use that don't throw, you know, mega heat like the Megatron heat gun this big sucker is. But that's definitely something you need too, because the factory adhesive on this is very sturdy. You also need a razor blade. I went out and bought my own set of tools. When you do get new screens, you do get tools, but I don't like these screwdrivers. But in the screwdrivers, you get this little guitar pick looking thing. And you get this thing too. But like I said, I wanted to get my own set, and that's what I did, because this comes with like 8-piece screwdriver set, because not all of the screws on these phones are, go figure, either flat or Phillips head. They also got little octagon, well, no, not octagon, the star key, like Allen wrench star, yeah, heads on them. So that's a bitch when you get that. Once you get all this off and you grab either this or your little guitar pick type thing you want to start on this phone on a corner. This is a demonstration. Once again, in the corner right there. On the other phone here, it's a clear opening, not what you see. And all around it'll have them little clear openings, but they look similar to this. But right, they're open where you can stick the tool in. And always make sure that when you get your new screens, you take your bubble wrap, because you don't want no future scratches or cracks on your phone. Once you get inside, anyways, and take all this junk off, which is the casing, and be sure this casing on this phone, very delicately pull that off and pry it out and pop it off, because if you don't, inside these sections will crack. I already found that out. Lucky thing I got lucky, very lucky, that I cracked the one that the broken phone was water damaged. Now they claim that you put your water damaged phone in a bag of rice and it'll absorb the water out of it, but I already tried that once with a phone and it didn't work. But as you can see, you got these flip things. Boop. That is for the screen digitizer underneath this. Also, when you order these screens offline, which they are, actually if you find one, you can get 2 for $90, which they usually run for $60 a piece. But you make sure you jack these, and you're gonna have to get your cameras, which is the back and the front. They clip on to the side here. You'll see them. You can take, the small portion of the razor blade or your fingernail to unclip this type of thing, just like this. As soon as you get that out, pull these out. You need to pull these out so the heat gun don't melt them. You're going to pull this sticky stuff right here back. You'll see the screen digitized, like, I can't say wiring, but if you want to call it wiring, it'll be like the motherboard. Which the motherboard I threw away because I got aggravated with it. But anyways, it's a big green thing that connects up in here, and it runs along here, and it comes down here, and this is how everything clips on it. But I mean, that's pretty much once you get these unclipped, the 2 cameras, the motherboard will pull right out. Then you work on the piece of shit side, which is a pain in the ass. You heat this all up, all around the edge. All around the edge. You're going to be here for a good 25-30 minutes doing that. Because once you heat it up, you got to pick. It's better to use this razor blade. Once you get this all removed, I mean, you're going to be in pieces at times, but eventually it'll come off. But you got to keep them edges heated. Then when it's all done, you're going to have leftovers. You got to pick that all off. Everything's got to be clean off this. When you get your new screen, you want to make sure you do not touch the other side of this, which is pure. It looks like a silver back. But you don't want to put no fingerprints on that. So, I mean, when you get it, you'll have another one of these, or get something cloth and set it down away from yourself. And always, as my once old teacher said, God rest his soul, that passed away, always remember to put anything like your nuts, bolts, which you don't have them, but screws, anything small, your camera pieces that come out, make sure they all come in here. Always have a tray, my teacher would say, for your parts. That's right. Because if you end up losing it in the end, oh man, that's a pain in the ass. But as soon as you get this all cleaned up, it's going to look like this. The screen's going to be off. You'll see a new setting. You're going to get some adhesive tape like this with your screen too. That's just a piece of it, and it sucks that you got to cut this shit. You get a big, huge piece, but you don't even use it all. You want to cut a piece there, and you're going to lay it down on. You're going to see a piece here that's wide, and you'll see how the tape fits. It'll be down here too, right here. Everything else, the digitizer. But you cannot put the adhesive on. And there's a thin piece like this that's got to come off, as you can see here. That was a piece I peeled that you're going to put on the edge inside where the glass sets in. You got to be it's going to take a while. Believe me, it's a pain in the ass. Once you get it cut out and shit, it'll set right in. Like I said, you're going to have a long piece strip come all across the bottom here, just so you can set it on And this comes with a coating on it anyway, so don't take that piece off, peel it off until it's done. So you get your fingerprints all over it too there. I mean, even though you have to do it later on, getting fingerprints on it won't get bad. But other than that, once you get that all down, you want to get the heat gun on that again, just to like melt the adhesive sticky stuff. I think they do got glue, but that's a little more expensive. But you got to be very careful with that too, that you don't get it on the digitizer or whatnot. But like I said, once you get that all together, right, you're going to get that pushed down. Make sure you put it on the cushion and everything and push it down. Oh, great, here we go. Kids all fighting. Hang on, Bryce! Ah, boy, here we go. Anyways, once you get this all done, push down, put everything back in, clip everything in. Kids fighting, great. Gotta love that. You put your thing back on, screws back in, screen heated up, put all over, and you're set to go. Put your motherboard back in, you know. But, anyways, I gotta get out of here. The kids are acting up, always as usual. Nice long vacation coming up, but, anyways, that's how you fix one of these. It is an awesome phone, and so far no problems with me, and it's, you know, holds a lot of memory and whatnot. So far, I don't know yet. I haven't gotten too far with it, but so far it's a good phone if you like the LG Stylo 2, and that's how you fix the screen if you go off and break it. So make sure you got your tools, your little, don't forget your tray, because a funny story, I'll quickly tell this. Use this as an example. Here's a tray off the end of the table. Now my teacher would always say is make sure you put your stuff in the tray. So you got your battery, you got your bolts, you'd have your camera over there, these pieces I set of. One time I was in shop, me and my buddy just had finished a snowblower. We tried it, we tested it, we ran it. We ran the, you know, we did a, everything on it. We had to tune the carburetor, do adjustments, everything was set. The thing worked, it blew the snow, it was winter time. We had the thing all set, running, and the teacher comes over and he would always swear at us too, you know, what the fuck are these pieces over here? He would say there was some nuts and bolts, screws missing, we didn't put them back on, they're all extras, but they came off the thing, but, you know, we put everything back in, and I don't know if someone purposely set them on that thing, but whatever the case may be, that damn thing worked mint. It was running, it was idling, the snow blower just worked, it pushed the snow, nothing else was wrong with it. And he wanted us to take everything back apart and find out where they went. He's like, what the fuck is that? He's swearing. I said, what are we going to do? I can't get this. And it was a customer, mind you, that brought it in. A lot of people brought it in because their school would be, you know, donating time, you know, to fix people's stuff. And they're like, I can't bring that back to them like that. What if it comes back and they bitch about it, blah, 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 whatever. And he looks at it again. He's like, what am I going to do with this? Me and my buddy looked at each other. My man, Tom Chansey, took his hand and went, boom, boom, there went all the pieces all over the floor. That's what you do with it, he says. Oh, man, I started laughing my fucking ass off. He's, oh, fucking assholes, he fucking man. Oh, that guy swore up a goddamn store. Oh, man, he went storming to his desk. Get the fuck out of here. I don't know, we did try putting all them pieces back, but we ended up not finding it. So, I mean, someone could have stuck it there like assholes to get us in trouble, but we ended up tossing them away. Yeah, we got it all together, and the thing never came back. The person must have been satisfied because it never came back. But funny thing, always keep your tray handy in case you do have something extra or lose something. Other than that, that's how you fix one of these suckers. LG Stylo 2. I did it. You can do it. Simple as shit. There's a bunch of phones I've been fixing. I've done a few other ones, but this one was the easiest. Well, until that next video, YouTube Nation, if you plan on getting one of these phones, now you know how to fix it. Try not to crack that screen, though. Sometimes it is a pain in the ass. Be safe, take care. Out.